there's no real excuse. I mean, I should have made them. They should have went in. I mean, I'll take responsibility for that. I know I let down my teammates, my other senior teammates, and hopefully we can just learn from that and move on.
In what was the worst and most painful moment in his otherwise stellar sports career, Tyler Niemann couldn't escape his own grace in class.
I mean, something I've always been instilled with for my parents is that we always knew pressure was a privilege, and that's what, in that situation, I wanted the ball, and I knew I was going to knock those free throws down, and that's what, I mean, basketball guys just weren't looking down that day, and the ball just didn't fall. They got lucky, or just the way the ball bounced, I guess.
No one ever said leadership was fair or easy, but in adversity, it's a mantle that Canton senior point guard wore as willingly as he did in the best of times. Championship medal, even in the absence of the state title, he seemed destined for. And in the end, it's that character that says as much about Tyler Niemann as his warp speed play and ridiculously good handle. He was, in every sense of the word, a floor leader, the very embodiment of the best characteristics ideally ascribed to his position, right down to always putting his teammates first.
This team we had this year was just tremendously fun. It was probably the best group of boys I've ever been around. I mean, we were just a really close-knit group. We were like a family out there basically playing. And that's what, it was just fun. I know I could pass it off to any of my other 4 players on the court, and they were going to be able to score the ball. Any of our 5 starters or any player on the team could lead in scoring at any night, and that's what, we didn't care who led the box score or whatever. We just wanted to get the W.
And no one did that more proficiently. Under Tyler's command at point guard, the Tigers have won 55 of 59 games over the last 2 years, grabbing a first-ever Final Four appearance this season along the way. And his individual numbers across the board were staggering, at a highly efficient 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 6.5 dimes per night. Not too shabby for the kid's second-best sport.
I'm definitely going to miss it. I know I'm not going to be able to play much basketball, obviously, in college. I'm mostly be focused on baseball. But that's what, baseball has always been like my first love, but especially these last few years, basketball has just grown on me. And now, I'd say they're both pretty equal. It's just baseball gave me better opportunities.
Like a Division I scholarship offer to Morehead State, thus further cementing the Niemann's legacy as perhaps the first family of Tri-State sports.
As far as nuclear families go, it's probably harder to find one that's better at sports than yours. I mean, your sister sat in that chair. Your mom is obviously fantastic at what she did. Your dad, was obviously great at baseball. What's it mean for you to be a part of this family legacy and kind of extend it again?
That's what, it's just fun. I mean, this family, like, my parents have been a great influence on me. They always instilled me with, like, great morals and everything. And then my sister, too, we were always just real competitive growing up. And so being able to come from that kind of background of a family and just going out there and making them proud is just a tremendous feeling.
He's certainly done that as a 3-sport athlete. He's done it as a class young man, and he's done it as a straight-A student. About the only disappointment his parents could conceivably register is that he may be the only KHQA Boys Player of the Year who might not be the odds-on favorite to beat his girlfriend straight up in a game of one-on-one. For those who don't know, Tyler dates your newly minted KHQA Girls POY, Katie Hinkle of Palmyra.
That's what, I know I can definitely take her one-on-one. I just back her down in the post, got a little height advantage there. But I'll give it to her. She can beat me in horse. She's a better outside shooter. I'll give her that.
Accepting that one uncomfortable admission, it's been an otherwise extraordinary existence for a young man who is deserved of every accolade.
I've been truly blessed just to be in the situation I've been in, and the people, the coaches, the staff that I've been with, just, I mean, tremendous. And I wouldn't have asked for any other way to go out on my basketball career.